What I do realize is that as of right now, no other Chicago Sky game have been moved to the United Center, except for one, Indiana Fever.
Angel Reese is frustrated once again, this time with how her team, the Chicago Sky, is treating her. She feels overlooked and unappreciated, especially after learning that only Caitlin Clark's games are being moved to the United Center. Why? Aren't our games getting the same treatment? She asked reporters, clearly confused by the decision. But the answer, whether she likes it or not, is simple. Fans are showing up in massive numbers for Caitlin, not for her. And that reality stings more than a blocked layup.
Speaking of United Center, it'll also play host to a pair of WNBA games for the first time this season. The Sky announcing their matchups, hosting the Indiana Fever. Will be moved from Wintrust to the UC, has about double the capacity, so more tickets available to watch Caitlin Clark.
When a rookie enters the league and immediately breaks attendance records, forcing teams to move games to larger arenas just to meet demand. That's not just hype, that's business. Caitlin Clark didn't just fill Gainbridge Fieldhouse last season, she electrified it, drawing nearly 341,000 fans, an all-time franchise record. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky, even with Angel Reese, didn't come close to those numbers.
It looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center.
Let's talk about this United Center situation. The Chicago Sky made headlines by announcing that only 2 games in the 2025 season will be moved to the massive 21,000-seat arena. And guess what? Both just happen to be against the Indiana Fever. Coincidence? Not a chance. This isn't some random scheduling decision.
Caitlin coming to town, man, all these teams are going to cash in on that. It's just the nature of the business at this point. One fan saying, let's go Fever, taking over the United Center. I can't wait. The Angel Reese effect? No. They know better than to leave free money on the table when the face card comes to town. Yeah, man, because we remember last time Caitlin Clark was there, bro, the arena erupted.
The arena erupted. The Chicago Sky played the entire 2024 season at Wintrust Arena, which holds just over 10,000 seats. That includes every single home game Angel Reese played, yet not once did the team feel the need to move to a larger venue. Not even when Reese was supposedly lighting the league on fire with her rebounding dominance and TikTok stardom. But now that Caitlin Clark is coming to town, suddenly
it seems the Chicago Sky have had to move 2 of their home games to a larger facility, a larger basketball facility. I'm sure, no doubt, this is the Angel Reese effect. I've got no doubts, no qualms. There's nothing. She even told me herself right here that it's not just one other player. It's because of her too.
Sky president Adam Fox tried to spin it, calling the move a way to reward fans' passion. Sounds nice, but if this were really about Sky fans, wouldn't they upgrade to a bigger venue for more than just 2 games? The truth? It's not about rewarding anyone. It's about filling every seat when Caitlin Clark,
one of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000-seat arena? Well, easy. We move Barbie night to a 21,000-seat arena.
Let's not pretend this is anything other than a smart financial move. The United Center isn't just bigger, it's more profitable. The demand is there, but only when Caitlin Clark is in the building. That's not favoritism. That's capitalism. Caitlin Clark is putting butts in seats. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still wondering why her average stat line isn't packing arenas. The league has spoken, and the numbers don't lie.
This is the motion that the Indiana Fever / Caitlin Clark has.
It's not just the Chicago Sky making bold venue moves. Look around the WNBA and you'll see a clear trend. The Washington Mystics, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, Dallas Wings, and Connecticut Sun have all made the same calculated decision, moving their matchups against the Indiana Fever to larger arenas. And if you're wondering whether this is just a scheduling coincidence, it's not. This isn't about random dates or team rivalries. It's about one player, one name. Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue.
Goodness. America's team versus a team who has the person who is the scourge of society. Oh, God. Oh, man. Quote, they watch for me, too. Barbie night? Which one is Barbie night? You got to think one of the two is going to be Barbie night, right? Look at this. Laughing my ass off. Caitlin is really giving every single team a fundraising game. I am weak. My GOAT is simply different.
And the response online? Let's just say fans aren't holding back. Social media lit up with questions and plenty of shade, wondering why only Caitlin Clark's games are getting the VIP treatment. People are starting to see the obvious. Angel Reese's matchups aren't generating the same level of excitement. Not a single one of her games has warranted a venue upgrade.
Will be moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The game's on Saturday, June 7th and Sunday, July 27th. One had a date change, but they will be moving to the largest capacity arena in the NBA. You know, more than double, I believe, what the Sky's typical home arena is able to hold. And of course, I mean, this is a duh for so many reasons.
The irony here is almost too much. All season long, Angel Reese has positioned herself as Caitlin Clark's equal in both popularity and impact. She's pushed the narrative that she's just as responsible for the WNBA's surge in attention, even claiming that fans are tuning in for her just as much as for Clark. But clearly, someone forgot to tell the ticketing department Clark, because when it comes to filling arenas, all roads lead to.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
And now, it's getting downright awkward. When the Sky announced their plans to host the Fever at the United Center, not once, but twice, you'd think they were promoting a championship game. But no, they're simply following the numbers. And that's where the real problem lies for Reese. If she truly had the same pull, wouldn't the Sky have moved at least one game for her? Wouldn't her own team be using her name to fill more seats?
We'll say this. It's because of Angel Reese. They can't say this because of Angel Reese. Because for the simple fact, a lot of their games would have moved to bigger arenas if that was the case. They can't not say this. I know people want it. And I know people be mad about this, bro. Y'all shouldn't be mad about this, bro. This is just the reality of the situation. You're not a hater. You're not none of that if you say Angel's not as big as Caitlin. Because she's not, guys. That's the reality of it all, bro.
Folks, last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? Seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're going to be in the United Center.
Reese keeps trying to push the narrative that she's a co-star in the league's rise. But the receipts tell a different story. While she hypes herself up in interviews and viral TikToks, the rest of the WNBA is making Decisions based on the only name that consistently delivers results. Caitlin Clark.
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history. Clarkonomics, my friend!
Let's break it down by the numbers, because the scoreboard doesn't lie. If Angel Reese were drawing Caitlin Clark level attention, her games would be selling out in record time. The Sky would be scrambling to move every home game to the United Center, but that's not happening, not even close. The arena stays put, and the crowd sizes stay average.
Guys, I'm telling you, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, put it in the big arena, because she is box office, and it is going to be big money. Big, not even just the ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession stands, parking. Dude, they are racking in money from every area when Caitlin Clark comes to town. So of course, the Chicago Sky, oh, fine. I guess I'll milk that well until it's dry.
Add that to the Fever's home crowd stats, and it's game over. In 2024, Indiana didn't just break a record, they obliterated it, shattering the WNBA's previous single-season attendance mark by a staggering 36%. That old record, it had stood strong since 2001, long before Angel Reese was thinking about NIL deals or pro contracts. Caitlin Clark didn't just move the needle, she broke the entire gauge.
Very thin line between hate and facts. And what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means...
Here's the reality. Indiana hit the 20,000 attendance milestone not once, not twice, but 3 times in a single season, packing arenas like it was a playoff series in July. Meanwhile, in Chicago, the biggest crowd the Sky ever managed didn't even happen during Angel Reese's rookie campaign. Nope, that record dates all the way back to 2016, when Angel was still in high school, probably still learning how to bank a free throw. More than 16,000 fans showed up to watch the Sky lose to the Sparks. Since then...
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah. He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years without her.
Angel Reese keeps campaigning for her own relevance. Teams across the WNBA are making it clear where the real spotlight is. Clark isn't just filling arenas, she's redefining what WNBA success looks like. Angel can keep posting, talking, and spinning narratives, but the fans have already made their choice. And judging by the ticket sales and venue upgrades, it's pretty clear who they're showing up for. The contrast becomes almost comical when you break down the numbers. Every time Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese shared the court last season, ticket demand skyrocketed. And we're not just talking about a small bump. Tickets were reselling for thousands as fans scrambled to witness the matchup live. It was a full-blown event. But when Reese played without Clark, crickets. Ticket prices barely moved, and the urgency just wasn't there. It's like the hype walked out with Clark. Want to catch a Sky game next season? You'll find seats for cheap, like last-minute concert tickets for a band no one really listens to anymore. Meanwhile, good luck getting a Fever ticket. They've been sold out for...
Again, as of right now, to my knowledge, that what I've seen, no other Angel Reese games have been moved due to potential attendance for said game. I mean, I'm just pointing that out. I'm not sure if you're allowed to. I've been told, Angel Reese told us it was because of her too. They're coming because of me. Are they really?